gonna throw that on some greens. Come on, baby. Mustard, turnips, and them collard greens. Straight out the door, going in for the, you gotta wash your greens. Get that off. You don't want that sand on your greens, dude. Let's smother some greens down. Now I got my croissants wet. If you skip this process, it's like the chitlin process. If you don't show cleaning it, nobody believes you clean that. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna rip the ends off. You don't want stems. Stems is like corn. It will come out the next day. I promise you that, dude. Beautiful, beautiful. I do the turnips. I do the mustards. I do the collards. I do all that. And I'm also gonna cook them roots, dude. Look at that right there. Just like the old heads used to do back in the cane field, back on the farm, was great when the greens were ready to be picked. So we're gonna sit here, we cut the greens clean. You don't want sand in that. You don't want your poo-poo to be sandpaper in the morning. And you don't want your teeth to be ground down. Sand is no good, mud, no good. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna cut that off right there. Matter of fact, I got my pocket out the red. Big grizzly cooler. Like that. Look at that right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Turnip root. Put that right there. Here we go. Oh, let me get one of these big beautiful ones. Look at that right there. Cool. Comment below if you don't like greens, turnips, collards. Do you mix them all together like me, or you just cook turnips? Do you just cook collards? Do you just cook mustard greens? But I put copious, buku amount of meat. I want it all to be one big meal. Here we go. All right. Y'all get the picture. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna get hydrated, motivated. The whole Bronco right there made it over the hill when they said it couldn't be done. Put that thing in granny low, and then we go. Let's throw down on the ultimate greens that's gonna get you invited back to the barbecue, back to the Ooh, smoking ain't joking right there. Back to the Thanksgiving, back to Christmas right here. Starting off with a little beef lord right there. Yes, Lord, get that in there. Oh yeah. Y'all thought that was a lot of greens, but they're cooked down, dude. Melt that right there. As that's melting, going in with some old pork steaks. I like a meaty green. I like it to be a meal in itself. Lay that down. We're gonna brown all this down. And I want that pork steak to break apart. I want it to become one with the green, with the mustard, with the turnip, with the collard greens right there. Get that out of here. Look at this right here. This ain't what you think it is, dude. Well, it does look like a lot of things that remind me of a lot of things, but we ain't getting that. Smoked pork tails. Get that in there like that. Smoked turkey tails. I didn't know a turkey had a tail, but now we know. I want a smoky, good green, smoked tassel. That's smoked pork right there. Get that in there. Get that out of the stick. Now we're gonna brown all this down in that old beef fat. Look at that right there. We got that going. We got the meat in there. We hit it with the meat glitter. That meat glitter make that kitty quiver. It's going to heaven up in there. Look at that right there. Little two-step fire. And we're just gonna smother this down a little while before we put in the Holy Trinity, dude. Look at this right here. I want to be invited back to the barbecue, dude. Look at that. Woo! Check this out, dude. We've been laughing and smiling at this. I promise you, that is a big deal, dude. Redneck Riviera. Oh, another reason I love it, because I'm always out of it, but it's so funky. Check how pretty that is. That's what I call browning down. And I'm gonna cook the bones out that pork steak, boy. If I see a bone, I'm gonna bring it home. Holy Trinity. We're not even to the greens yet. We got the garlic. That's the pork. Look at that. We're gonna keep them big. Look how pretty that is. Look at this. 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 All this for greens? Mustard greens, turnip greens, collard greens. It's all about the greens, dude. Look at this, look at this, look. Smother that all down. Keekshaw, finally I got a code for Poncho. Poncho right here. These bad Mama Jamma shirts. They are awesome. Go to Instagram, go to Linktree, order from there. Gonna save you some money, dude. And get that out of here. You ain't ordered somebody an Outdoor Edge slicer and dicer yet. Outdoor Edge cracker tin. Save you some money, dude. And another sponsor, Redneck Riviera. One thing about having a sponsor, when you run out, they bring you more. Even if they wasn't a sponsor. For $32, there ain't no way you're beating that, dude. You couldn't beat that with a stick. Look at that right there. It's beating something with a stick. Hit that VIP honey, that thing goes, yeet. Oh. She better be ready for some spaghetti. What? Check it out, dude. Going with a little Cajun on jus. Wish to shine with an attitude, just a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Smothering that down. Look how pretty that is, dude. You could put that on a cracker by itself. Going in with the goodness, dude. One bouquet of them greens. Don't worry about that water. That water gonna cook down. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's not. Don't worry about the one that falls on the floor. We will not put that back in there. Put another bouquet of greens. Look at that right there. We're gonna cook that thing down. Gonna make a little bitty pot. Look at that right there. Oh yeah, we making a mess. Can we get them all in? Out. Get out. Get out. That is. Oh, I left a little turnip in there. We're gonna put these back in later. Keep these with that right there. Keep that out of here. All right, watch this. Watch. I'm gonna show y'all some magic. See how much that is right there? Roo-ga-roo, roo-ga-roo. Let's get it. We got them greens smothering down straight in the Cook-em-up book. Looking for a good gift for Christmas. Cajun2step.com. Go check everything out over there. They got all kind of hats and merchandise and season and all. Cornbread. Jalapeno cornbread. I'm going with copious amounts of jalapenos. I don't need that. Self-rising cornmeal. Earl. Y'all trick babies? That's eggs. Sugar. Buttermilk. Everything look good but milk. I don't know why people hate when I do that. Mix that together. Ultimate cornbread. We got the old King Cooker black iron in the oven, getting hotter than a fart. Grease down. So easy. Oh yeah. I went with 3 eggs this time. I'm feeling dirty. Mix that around. Whoop, get that out the way. Outdoor Edge. Crack a tin. You want to get some nice butchering, slaughtering knives. We're going with copious amounts of jalapenos. And we ain't cutting our fingers today. And we're leaving the seeds red. Wonder what's the difference between red and green. One's red, one's green. That's what they tell me. You get the picture. We're going to slice and dice all this up and put it in the jalapeno cornbread. Jalapeno cornbread with the turnip greens, with the ham hocks, with the pork steak, with the turkey tails. Smoked pork tails is what you need to make if you want to be down for Christmas. Whoop, get that in there. We're going with way more than that. I want a jalapeno. Check it out. In every bite. We're going to go more. This is just for the show. Just for time restraints. Did I put one with the tail in there? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Look at that right there. Jalapeno cornbread. Look at this. Oh boy. For the win. We got our grease hot as a fat king cooker pan. 450, 20 minutes. Yeet that out of here. Check this out. You need more. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Gator drool. Don't worry about that little dude right there. Ultimate jalapeno. Gator drool. We want jalapeno cornbread. Gator drool. Don't be a fool. Use the gator drool. Mix that in there. Now I know every bite's gonna have jalapenos in it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Lay that down. Look at that right there. Why everything gotta be spicy? Because we're not lame on the show. Here we go. Look at this right here. Put this with them collards, them mustards, them turnip greens, and I'm gonna take a little bit extra, like this, kind of like pepperonis, and I ain't talking about these pepperonis right here, dude. Boom, boom, boom. Put that on top like that. In the oven, we going. This is the prettiest cornbread. You're gonna eat your cornbread in the oven. Ooh, look. We caught two in a trap. Just like them piggies we caught. Let's go. Ooh. Money, dude. Before I get a comment, where you get that pot? Where you get that pot? King Cooker. Gree. Look at that thing smothered down like that, dude. Holy moly, look at this. Mix that around, keep smothering it down. We're gonna get them greens in that meat tender. Look at the juices when I cook them juices out. Now this is where the hate comes from. I don't like a bitter green. I'm going with a little sugar. And I'm gonna put in just like seasoning oil, a little bit at a time. Taste, sugar, taste, sugar, taste, seasoning, taste, seasoning until it's right. You could always add that you can't take away. In school, I couldn't add or subtract. Whew. Fun fact, I made a 21 on my ACT. Since being dyslexic, I got unlimited time and somebody read to me. I did good on the reading portion, if you know what I mean. Whew. Certified Kuyonya. My teachers always told me, bruh, you ain't never gonna be nutskin in life. Look at me now. I'm still nutskin. And I'm playing around with hog tails that look like, I'll tell you what that looks like right there. Best comment wins. VIP honey, bloop, bloop, bloop. Ooh. Ride it. Horses in the stable. All right, that's enough. Cook that down. Jalapeno cornbread looking fire. Speaking of fire, this jalapeno right here. Nope, not jalapeno. Cayenne. I want to see who's paying attention. It's best hot sauce on the market. Orange juice, Worcestershire with an attitude. Little squirt. Y'all know about a little squirt right there. Orange juice. Now we smothering that down. We got the turnips. You'd have put them turnips in earlier, you'd have had turnip potatoes like cream potatoes, cream turnip potatoes. So as soon as my turnips get soft, I'm cutting this off. The greens are cooked. Them little ones probably can go in half of the red slicing and dicing. I don't peel my turnips. I like the perk. I like to see the perk. Cut the edge off. Get your fingers out the way. Zonk. Like that. Like that. Look at the perk. Did I miss? No, I didn't miss. Don't ask about this table. They are not a smart. They're hard to work with. Look at this right here. Tell me, we're gonna ball that juice out of there. Tenders are gonna be green. See my dyslexia? The greens are gonna be tender. I so like the holiday season, though. Get to cook all kind of crazy stuff. But for Thanksgiving, I probably ain't even gonna do a turkey. I might do another ribeye. Maybe. How about the prime rib? How good was that, camera guy? Fire, dude. My prime rib in the oven is fire. Get that in there. Get that in there. Get that in there. Oh, oh, oh. Shoot. You got a little bad spot right there. I was going to cut the cigarette lighter in half, and I don't smoke cigarettes. Never did. Here we go. Check this out. Greens to a different level. Just like the old heads, the old timers. You can see all that meat. Look at this, look right here. All that coming together. Bruh. That with that jalapeno cornbread gonna get you fed, man. Now, as soon as that gets soft, we gonna get lost. While we wait, money, dude. Every time now in Mississippi, you go up there to do that. Horses in the stable. All right, we gotta quit joshing around. Jalapeno cornbread. Look at this. Oh my goodness. If that ain't a 10, I'll give you a spin. Over here, Couillon. Let's play this jalapeno cornbread. This cornbread, you like it today, you think about it tomorrow. Copious. Oh, look at that. Copious amount of jalapenos. We got the gator through, and I'm the worst at getting the cornbread out. This thing, won't look like a piece of cake later, but it both, look at it right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look the corn, look the bread, look the jalapenos. I can't touch it because it's hotter than a fart. Look at that right there. Oh, let's build that plate, dude. You follow me? Watch your steps, because there's a lot of stuff on the ground, dude. Look at this right here, though. This is my award-winning green. Look at this right here. Look at that right there. Got the meat. Oh, got me a turkey tail. Got me a poke steak. Oh, yeah, look at that turkey tail. Going in just for the greens right here. Need that. Get down there. Look at that. Give me a little turnip. A meal in itself. Got the turnips. I'm going for the haters' favorite right here. Look at that. Them haters love sitting on that right there. Straight money. Dude. Yo, that's a wrap. Cat. Check this out, dude. Look how pretty this is. All southern soul food. Nothing like some good turnips. Look at this right here. Look at that right there. Not overcooked. Not turnip mashed potatoes. You don't like that. You ain't from the South, dude. Got the greens, poke steak. Look how tender this poke steak is. Look at this. Green. Got the jalapeno cornbread. I know it's hot, but cool. Look at that. Cornbread, moist, on point, full of the jalapeno flavor. Finish it up with that. Ça c'est bon. Lights out. That's money. Boom!